What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. And today we're going to be using this team that I put together from the Academy Society. Not the Academy. Well, the Society is a facet of the Academy. It's like if you think of Yale and you think of Skull and Bones. No, they're all part of the thing, but you get it's a little crazier in Skull and Bones. There's certain information that you don't have access to. So that's what the Society is. And today's actually the beginning of the month, so the opportunity to get in on this month's group is now open. The link is in the description below. Click that, and what you get, we'll work with you. Well, you're working directly with me one-on-one for 4 weeks, and you get to work with 3 other SPL level coaches for smallmouth players and one of the finalists of the biggest draft tour to date, single draft tour to date in Zazo. So really amazing crew, and there's no drawback, since if you don't like it within the first 2 weeks, you can always cancel. So that's just something we got going on. It's crazy the results that were gotten that were received or gotten whatever in the first really week of some people, and definitely by the end of the boot camp. I had everybody do a survey. I might do like a testimonial or something, but it's one of the teams I put together for one of the guys there, and yeah, he was destroying everybody with it. Let's see. I love how cool shit is starting to rise again. What's this point? 1708. 1708 ones are always dangerous. Very prediction dependent, which I'm gonna assume this guy is off jump, and so phase 1 really is just toxicking his landers, and once that's achieved, we're gonna go to town with Magnezone. But since it's Pex or Orlando, and I don't have any clear, especially because that's probably Helmet Tangrowth, I don't have a clear kind of I guarantee destroy you mon. But if his lander is his Scarf, then I do. And so phase 1 is going to be ideally a Lando, but it is Tangrowth, which allows him to get my item off Mandibuzz, I'm sure. But this does allow me to toxic his Tangrowth. No, I need this for Cinderace. Toxicking Tangrowth in the long run of the game won't benefit me too much. Infestation. It's odd. Okay, and I'm glad that I switched. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck this shit is, but I got the toxic on the growth anyway. Sorry, like 1700 players are very volatile. It's at the point where the average 1700 player didn't like read the book and follow the steps, to the point where there's certain misplays they'll never make. And so I know like he's probably thinking like reactionary, right? I think he's gonna, so I'm gonna. I think he's gonna. And this was a concept that I'm gonna go deep into, that I discussed with one of my I don't get the point of this switch, especially because I could have teleported there, but I didn't want my item gone. Very interesting. Maybe you wanted to see what my initial switch was. Fair enough. It's Slowking. Let's see what he does. Yep, figured as much. So we're gonna fire it off because there's no drawback. Yep, there's no drawback. All his hippo switching is don't want it. Don't want these problems. So Snorlax would be the thing if you're planning to take the future side as well. If it's like Torn or something, I'm just gonna slack off. Bulky Torn isn't going to be doing too much to your boy, as it's Landorosu. So what's gonna end up taking the future side? Okay, Slanders. So that, all right, Magnezone's a problem. Yep, awesome. And obviously here probably Pex, but with Slowking still healthy and handsome, it's all love. And I'm gonna keep those rocks up because they're gonna matter a lot. Versus, oh right, I forgot he knocked my item off. Oh, good stuff, my guy. That was good stuff. So now Cinderace is getting a little annoying. Like it's getting more and more, to that point. But the way he's playing Tangrowth, I'll get to the point where, yeah, so Cinderace is in. I've often noticed people play Cinderace like it can't lose, meaning he might just power ball hard here. There's just no drawback to Hippo though. I could beat the Cinderace 1v1 with Buzz, but I didn't want him doing that and then going into Tangrowth and U-turning and all that stuff. So, Infestation, it's the spin cycle here. And we're back. Tangrowth's at 47. Because of Infestation, I can't make any pivots, but I have control of the game for the most part, so I don't need to. Alright, he had already knocked my item off. Okay, this is actually the perfect situation. So I'll teleport here into the zone stir. Unless it says EQ, which I doubt. I mean, knock off Infestation EQ. Kind of set as that. And so this is what the problems you don't want. You don't want zone in here. Right. It's probably Scarf. He went for rocks. I don't know. Oh, excellent, excellent. Just gonna leave you low. Nice. Exactly what I need. It's exactly what I want. I want zone in, especially with grassy terrain. Especially with grassy terrain. He might go Cinderace. I'll take my Thunderbolt and go. The great thing about Leftovers plus Magnezone here is that I'll still end at around 94, 93. Because look at this first turn. He has to come in. He has to hold this hit. He has to hold his knowledge with this T-Bolt. Give me 50. Nice. And I'm still at 93, right? And so, based on how he plays, probably going to U-turn. But Leftovers plus grassy terrain allows my Hippowdon to just shrug this off. I've been getting Powerball burned a lot. So, okay, the filthy Tangrowth is back. Filthy, filthy. Filthy, disgusting Tangrowth. You're disgusting and filthy. No W can make to punish Mandibuzz, so should just go for his traditional Infestation. And then we'll see Pex coming in. Once this Magnezone comes back in, it is going to be the issue, quite the issue. You feel me? Immunity, thick, fat, gluttony. Thick, fat would probably make more. Gluttony. Immunity would probably make more sense. There's not too much. Well, maybe cure him or something. Sacred Sword goes through. Let's find out. But no, he doubles. Sacred Sword goes through the curse boost, so I'm not overly concerned. I just need to find out what his other move is first. So, likely Infestation coming out. But if not, I think Infestation. I'll let him infestate my Slowking or infestate. Is that it? Infest? It's infest. Okay, excellent. I didn't mind taking the Giga Drain because your boy Beast Mode is back. Beast Boy is back. This forces either a Lando sack or he might feel like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna try to knock off. But yeah, Lando is gone, meaning I can T-Bolt freely. So I said Lando was never supposed to come in and take that hit. U-turn here, obviously, but not too much to punish the Hippo, and plus I don't have much for the Cinderace, so I just got to deal. If push comes to shove, I'll sack something to get the free switch. But now at this point, we're getting to the point where Rilla and do I want to take that Infestation, that filthy Infestation? Getting to the point where Kartana and, well, honestly, if Tangrowth dies, then Cart just wins and Rillaboom. I grass spam, which is generally how this team is meant to function. Grass overwhelm. His rocker is gone though. Pex is your initial. That's fine though. Okay. So I'm not having him nasty plot up and do whatever he wants. Okay, U-turns. His heavy duty boots. Okay. So let's get rid of these rocks. Yeah, there it is. They're frustrating me. I think he learned his lesson. I don't think he wants Magnezone back in. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. My boy had the powder on deck this whole time. I just stole it from him. Just stole it from him. It ain't right. Because that was a pretty critical iron defense. Body press should kill. Snorlax does have the quake. I'm going to sub again. I expect like a torrent switch or something. Yeah. We're not. This is not how we. Yeah. Nothing to guard against T-Bolt. Hurricane is quad resisted. But I already established that Magnezone was problematic, right? So we iron defense again here. Yeah. Press definitely kills from here. I don't need the health. Yeah. But it's generally meant to function in a overwhelm until the grass types can overwhelm. And zone generally removes whatever. Yeah, whatever obstacles are in the way. But yeah, guys, it's crazy, man. There's so many things. There's so many things that are going to happen, and it's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting, and it's heavily. You know how I roll, man. If it ain't for the community, I don't want it. Like very similar thing, right? He has technically a ton of grass resist. Like he has 5, but I still see a grass weak team because rocks plus wood hammer problem. Issue is, you know, Slowking has to deal with both Heatran and Mag, depending on what his Mag set is. But pretty knock susceptible. Pretty knock susceptible. So I'm gonna be staring down likely a Victini turn 1. Okay, fair enough. Let's do this. Rilla is the most Victini Rilla. Actually, it's a little better to have Mandibuzz. Covers the biggest hitters. Didn't expect Tran. Makes sense though. This is ladder, so I'm going to Scald hard, right? Mind you, this is his biggest grass resist, so he should not be leaving this in under any circumstance. Nor should he even be going into Rillaboom here, if I'm honest. But he taunts, trying to predict my teleport, which is fine. I'm more than happy to take your Heatran, bro. Like, this is like Christmas for your boy. Like, I get the logic, but personally, I think Heatran was a bigger problem to me than Slowking is to him. But hey, and so this is a free V create. Fair enough. So at this point, Mandibuzz beats everything except Magearna. Zone is really good. Really good. And Hippo is just going to have to bite the dust. Is that true? Maybe Slowking is going to bite the dust. Yeah, let Slowking bite the dust, actually. Because he's V creating, right? There's no point in wasting our time with that. If it's Scarf, if it's Bandit after 2, Mandibuzz outspeeds. Because I want to have him in a situation where if he's choice specs, he has to decide between Um, it's an interesting turn because I don't want to make a move that doesn't gain me anything. If I go Kartana, his Magirna loses item, which I actually don't want. So Buzz, as weird as it looks, is going to be my play of choice here. I'm pretty sure he'd hard Vic. If he doesn't, then I'll have to predict a little bit because V-Crit is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But if he leaves it in, I foul play. And to be fair, Buzz is such an issue that I could see him leaving this in. But I can win without Buzz. But I can't have him go to... And Banded Victini is slower than Mandibuzz with speed investment. Like the average 220 speed Mandibuzz without speed Victini. So he makes the clever play of going into the Magirna. So I get to live another day. And now he has to make the decision of, I'm going hard Hippo every time here. Yeah, he's probably Specs. But the thing is, you don't want Magnezone trapping you if you lock into... so this allows Rillaboom. And we always go to Mandibuzz here. And we always just roost. This is a mistake I see far too often. Oh, okay, we SDing. Okay, so I get Rillaboom, which is not that important. It could Trick. Trick makes sense too. So albeit if he does. Yeah, I'm not ever letting you. Like ever, dude. Like ever. Ever. Unless he was bold bluffing, that would be a good bluff. It's Balloon. Ooh. Is that Boots? I mean, not Boots. Is that weakness policy? Yeah, sure is. This is actually, that was actually a clever play. Doesn't kill me though. Ooh, I still after, please don't hacks. Thank you. After the blade form, I got him. So good Vic, because it forces me to stay in. But this is where we start considering our end game, right? Rillaboom plus my cart is gonna go in. I don't need. Mandy's. Because after this, I go to cart. I mean, Rillaboom and knock. He's clearly banded, so let him V-create. I wonder if this kills. I could Woodhammer. Calc. Though I probably don't even need to wood because he sacks Slowbro most likely, and then try to come back in with Victini. My ideal situation would probably be yeah. Let's just go Rilla though. Should SD again. I didn't want the damage, but I don't think it matters in the grand scheme. So Mag is coming in, which is weird because now you have to lock. Well, not necessarily. Yeah. Let's just go. Yeah. That's why I was like, I wouldn't have traded Volt Switch for a knockoff there, but you know, And so this actually helps me out because the Slowbro is irrelevant. It's an irrelevant Pokemon. This does, it forces him to Fleur Cannon me. Because he's trying not to. He's trying not to Fleur Cannon me. So I'll Roost here. Let me just foul play here. Cool. So yeah, that's all I needed. He might be faster. Yeah, but it's not enough. Yeah, I just needed his biggest grass resist dead. I knew he'd crit. They always do. But at this point, I mean, yeah, it's over. Oh, he goes Slowbro first. Makes sense. It's not gonna save him though. It's not enough. Because I had to time the grassy terrain there. Because Leaf Blade +1 probably knocks him out. But after that, I can just switch out and go back to cart and guarantee to win. Like, is there any bullshit that could happen? Alright, so yeah, okay. Because he was clearly banded. I mean, the way he was hitting. Yeah, it's a tricky game. He had a lot of heavy hitters. It could have been tricky if his Aegis Slash flinched my Hippo or I missed high horsepower. Because he had King Shield. That made a big difference. Generally, they don't. But since he had King Shield, he was probably only Shadow Sneak. So this is going to be our last game. Not very good grass resist, which is what you don't want to see versus a team like mine. And so this might be the most typical way of how the team is going to be played, because I'll likely trap his Corviknight because my team just doesn't give him too many options not to get trapped. You feel me? So we U-turn here. It could be a defensive chomp, right? Unless this is Shed. Nope. Yeah. So that's his big grass resist. Now getting hit. Yeah, especially because he's a press variant. Yeah. And so grass just destroys him now. Grass just literally destroys him now. You know, this Thunderous ain't no joke, you know what I'm saying? This Thunderous is a heavy hitter. These generally run sort of okay. Let's get that sandstorm damage on him pronto. Does the toxic matter? Because I'll have to sack 2 mons to beat this anyway. Rocks would probably be better. Because I sweep after rocks. What? Who runs fucking grass knot? Like what? Whack. That sucks. Who the fuck runs grass knot? What year is this? Maybe Spadef Hippo was messing him up. Like, so as I said, I can just sweep. It'll depend on what his chomp is. It's pretty difficult for him to win this one, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet, especially because he has grass now. He might not have Focus Blast. Oh well, gotta hit him with this glide. Because it might dodge the Focus Blast. Or it just might not have it. Like, what is his other move, you know? It could be... I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be Focus Blast. You're not running Weather. And so after this, with the damage, Cart has a Grassy Terrain boost and +1. Oh, that's whack. That's whack. That's whack. Again, it's pretty difficult for him to win, but that's whack. Because what that would look like is Cart coming in, killing. I'm assuming he'd go Chomp next. A plethora of answers, but I'd likely I'll go to Slowking because the terrain's up. Cover any fire blast so I can scout for that. If he doesn't have it, then I'm coming. I sweep the next time I come in. The best he has is EQ. Then Slowking, all it does is just teleport back out into card again. And since EQ is all he had, then it was over. If he has fire blast, then he's defensive, which means the rest of the squad is gonna crush him. It depends on what his last move was. As I said, we're gonna grab one more to wrap it up. Okay, so hopefully this one is on the quicker end. He's running a pretty offensive team, so hopefully that'll be the case. I'm pretty weak to Volcarona, so this is gonna be a fun one to watch for you guys, because Volcarona overwhelms me plus Magear now, and kind of Hydreigon depending on the set. So this is where I'm gonna have to roll compress, because Mandibuzz is supposed to counter 4 members on his team. This, and this. Now, on my end, I do have a bit of grass to deploy, and so phase 1 is most certainly gonna be Rillaboom is a bitch. Phase 1 is gonna be Mandy. They tend to play real recklessly with Lando, and I play recklessly with Mandy. That's not good for me. That was actually I didn't think he'd be offensive rocks. That's actually a really poor decision for me. Very interesting decision to mag on unless you're Volk is a problem for me. So if he gets my Hippo here, and nah, I'm not fucking with that. Interesting. I don't think Glide kills, but it's likely just gonna SD. Yeah. When I said it was gonna be quick, no kidding, because he's about to fucking crush me. Future side's gonna matter. And the knockout, my cart, I can't lose the scarf on that. I need Buzz. So I have to go zone here to stall a bit. I'm mad bulky. So to the point where +2 might not even knock me out. Oh well. Oh, he has Drain Punch. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Still would have had to take the terrain and all that. Fucking Drain Punch. Not great. Oh, he's jolly. Yeah, we got crushed, guys. Well, I asked for it to be quick, did I not? I knew this would be a tough one. He played the matchup excellently because he realized this Rillaboom set destroyed me once he got the Stone Edge damage on Lando. In hindsight, I should not have allowed Mandibuzz to take the hit. It was too important. That risk versus reward was horrible on my end. I could have easily went Hippo and mitigated that. There's no switch he could make to cover Hippo, and Mandibuzz would have just stopped Swords Dance. I guess I just got so accustomed to Bandit that I'm like, oh, Swords Dance, who does that? Not gonna forfeit yet. Let him glide. I'll get this young Toxic off. Since I have rocks up, there is hope. So I hit him with the strike. Cart. I know he had the defense boost, so you know it was tough, but yeah. But I'm glad that's right at the 30-minute mark. Shouldn't have played Mandibuzz recklessly like that. Honestly, there is just no upside to that, unless he was a generic defensive Lando, but it wasn't worth the risk. Even if he toxic me, you know, there were just so many reasons why that wasn't a good play. Got too high on my own supply there. So learn from my mistakes. As usual, make sure you're reviewing your replays, my guys, and grab a copy of the book. Oh yeah, get in the we can only take a certain amount per month, you know, because there are a limited amount of people. We can't coach 100 people. So I haven't decided. I'd say about 10. And so if you want to be a part of that, link is in the description down below. Excited to work with you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.